Alright guys, so basically for today we have some Chad Reed gameplay from Anaheim 1. And pretty much there was, I don't remember how many questions it was, but I had given Veronica a handful of questions to ask the Milestone guys, and she did. Some of the questions they couldn't really answer, or they didn't want to at this time, and the other ones they answered. So that's kind of what you're gonna see here. And then after this, the questions with the Milestone guys actually lasted a bit longer than I was anticipating. So there is gonna be a little bit of Chad Reed gameplay here, and then it switches over to the side-by-side direct comparison. So that is a little bit later in the video, but it is here. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the direct comparison. How do you feel? What are you noticing? What are the differences for you? You know, just really curious to see how you feel about it and what you're noticing. And let me know what you guys think about the interview. If you happen to make it through the entire video and hear all the questions, it would be nice to know what you guys think. So thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really means a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.
Yes. And also the ground. They remade the physics from scratch. Air physics, ground physics, rider models. Also because we added the female rider, so developers decided to take the whole rider's model, male and female, do it from scratch, so they can add new animations, a new set of movements, and then we had to adapt also the physics of the bike, especially the air physics. From what we saw on Supercross True, we weren't fully happy about that. We knew that, but we wanted to improve further and further, so it was already in the developer's mind. You know, when developing like a game year by year, sometimes you have to focus on certain things, and for game 3 they wanted to improve a lot this, also because we always see all the comments, all the community that asks us things like the air physics, so we were pretty aware that it was something that all people wanted, and they basically took the old one, put it in the trash, and remade it from scratch.
Okay.
I need to check, I think.
We'll check with the devs.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna text the lead designer right now.
Okay.
It's 9 o'clock, but it's fine. It's 9 o'clock p.m., but I think it.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
Federico.
Mm-hmm. I got an answer.
Yeah, it's a
No.
no.
Oh, okay.
Because nobody runs the.
In the championship.
Yes, please.
In the championship, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to come back to the championship mode. For we kept some things like sponsors, but we added the fact that you can ride in the official teams. But then we're seeing that it was not satisfying. It was not a very big changer, you know, to do the rider agenda. So we decided to do a step back, but focus, you know, on do the career properly, and adding the official teams that takes like a lot of time in implementing that kind of flow in the game. It will have few new elements. We're pretty happy on how the track editor is currently is, but there's gonna be slightly new modules and probably some things different about the terrain that you can create, but you will see later on.
Okay.
We're working on that. We knew that this was an issue also for MXGP, since we added the track editor in that game, and we're working to that, and we will be able to, or at least we're aiming to have those on day one. It's mostly, about how the production goes. So sometimes we have to focus on certain details. Some of them for game 2 were too big to handle right at the moment, so we decided to patch it later. So it's a discussion of planning timings and stuff like that. But we're planning on giving all the people all the things that they want to have, of course, in day one. Otherwise, our team is fully dedicated, to give support and patch everything. What happens in our office is that our marketing department, we look at the videos that YouTubers publish or read all the comments that come on our page. We also have a customer support page that people can write us to address some problems or ask something. So everyone is fully focused. We do like a lot of reports on what people are asking and what we can implement.
There are a lot of new features in the game, and starting with the fact that right now, for the very first time, you can play as an official team. So there are more than 14 factory teams, and many more will arrive later during the year. And that's something that the community was very vocal. Want to have and ride together with their riders. So a part of this, there is this new feature with dedicated server. So I know that one of the first answer every time that we post something on Facebook is fix the server. Now we didn't fix the server. We have some brand new servers that work very well, and this will help with a lot of new online modes. And some of them are in another new feature in the compound with the co-op, so you can play with other 4 people in the new compound. This huge area, who is inspired by the replica of a California compound where Honda, KTM, Kawasaki, and Yamaha used to ride. And there you can play together with your friend, also in some mini games, not only racing the 8 tracks there, but also with mini games or collecting some things, or many more things that we will disclose later during the years, and many more features, that we will disclose up to 2. Not really, not like the waypoint. There will be, some collectibles that you have to get scattered all around the compound, but also some mini games that you can play together with your friends.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, the very first 2 answers that I gave you, the first one is the fact that you can play in the factory team, and the second one is server and co-op. This is really something that we have to implement in game 2 for many reasons we could not do, but we work a lot with Feld, and we were able to implement in game 3.
Oh, okay.
So that's exactly the answer to our community. I think that the real answer here is about the physics and the AI. So I'd say this is not a feature, it's the game itself. So for instance, the airborne moment right now has been completely rebuilt. So the physics for this has been remade from scratch, and it's something that I think the community will like a lot. That's something that we address also with other games like MXGP, and it's something that we will disclose later this year, probably during the late November, with a couple of new announcements.
Oh, okay.
The only one thing that we could speak with is the race director. Race director is this new mode If you are used to play MotoGP, it's something that is rare. So it's the ability to play in a lobby with some friends, but you are not playing. You are acting like, let's say, a sort of judge. So, for instance, you choose the track, you choose the weather, you choose the position of your friend, but also at the end you can assign penalties and you act like a judge, exactly. So this is the idea of having a director of the race, so with private lobbies. Okay, Tomoko was also in the second game.
Yeah.
Okay. So for game 3, we rise from more than 70 to 100 riders. So we are able to increase the number of riders. But carrots is something that we are still negotiating with Feld. So stay tuned, and finger crossed, but not for game 3.